Dr. Srikanth Vadapalli. He is an organization design and capability architect, presently heads organization capability of Geo and is also the head of Geo Platforms Academy. He is a result driven and a strategic organization leader with a proven track record of driving transformative change and enhancing operational efficiency. As an accomplished organization capability head, he brings a wealth of experience in developing and executing comprehensive strategies to optimize organization effectiveness, foster innovation, and elevate performance standards. His expertise lies in aligning people, processes, and technology to achieve overarching business objectives in domains like organization development, organization design, talent management, international talent marketplace, learning and development, learning technologies, business partnering, knowledge transactions, organization culture, and employee engagement. He has been recognized for his work by numerous prestigious HR bodies, international universities, and won many awards in the field of human resources. He is also on the Harvard Business Review Advisory Council.
Welcome, Srikanth. Most welcome, and whole gathering and people are ready to listen to you for next 8 minutes. All our ears to you.
Definitely. Thank you, Vikranji. Thank you, everyone. I see a lot of old and new faces, and I'm sorry I couldn't be there amongst all of you today. जैसे कि कहते हैं घड़ी क्या खरीद के पहन ली मैंने समय पीछे ही पड़ गया मेरी कुछ परिस्थिति वैसी है आज तो मैं आपके समक्ष नहीं आ पाया but yes I'd like to share a few thoughts with all of you. I have precisely 8 minutes. I'm going to rush through and a little bit. I'm going to try and tell you everything that we are doing. I'll take a segue into whatever we heard earlier from the speaker is what are we doing internally within Reliance Industries as a group and Geo as a group to inculcate that feeling of service before self within the employees, and how are we promoting employees to actually go ahead and take it up. We are a small company in a big country. We're trying about budget of over 3,150 crores that we spent over the last 5 years as part of CSR, which goes way above and beyond the 2% that's been mandated by the government. So that clearly shows it is not about what's been mandated. It's more about trying to do what we are trying to do and make a difference. So I shall begin with that. I'd like to share my screen. Let me know whenever it is visible. Is it visible, Vikranji?
No, not now.
And let me go back. Share.
Yes,
visible now?
Yes, we can. Now it's fine. Perfect.
Excellent. All right. So yes, Seva, Paramo, Dharma, that's what is the theme that we are speaking about, and how do we get that entire thing into the group level, at the group level. Reliance Foundation, as I said, that's the philanthropic arm that we work with, and that's the philanthropic arm of the group. And we go above and beyond the 2% that we like to speak about. Essentially, what have we done? Quick numbers for you. 76 million lives touched through CSR ever since inception of Reliance Foundation. Around about 1,592 crores spent only in the last financial year on CSR activities. We are into rural transformation, 20.27 million people impacted. I'm not going to read out all the numbers and the details of the projects that we do because that's a little big and I really don't have the time. If anyone of you are interested, you're most welcome to go on the website. Every detail is mentioned there. So from rural transformation to health, to education, to sports, to women empowerment. So everything that everybody is doing, we're also involved in most of it. Scales might differ here and there, but these are essentially what we've ever since inception. I think this is where I'd like to lay more emphasis on how we've been able to create that culture of service before self, or Seva, Paramo, Dharma. If you've heard our chairman, that is Mr. Mukesh Ambani, even during the latest AGM that happened, he categorically stated and he kept on repeating one word, we care, because that is the theme that all of us are working on. And we love to believe as part of from the time an employee comes into the induction and sits as part of this organization, we tell them what's good for India is good for Reliance, and we truly do care. And that's what the entire leadership communication starts with. And it's a mandate. Every time we have a meeting, every communication that goes out internally, every time we speak, everything has to revolve around the theme of we care, to subconsciously start building that thought within the employees. It is not about the money. It is not about the money that you have, how much can you spend, how much. It is important, I don't say that. But we have a captive audience of 4.5 lakh employees spread across the world. If we can't impact 4.5 lakh employees to go out and start thinking about we care and what's good for India and is good for Reliance, we really can't impact the country. And everybody wants to impact the country and do good for the country. So let me quickly start with what we do, okay? So we've established volunteering programs, quarterly community service days, designate, I think most of the organization does that, designate one day or some few hours for every employee to go and, start working with the Reliance Foundation, start giving back to the society. What we also do very well is we've started skills-based volunteering, where we encourage employees who come with specific skills or skills that they feel they can teach to go out and start teaching. This is all pro bono consulting. It can be marketing, IT services, talking to people who are actually door-to-door salesmen and talking to them about sales, how is it they started their career, how did they grow, things like that. And of course, paid time off for volunteering, what every employee gets. I think essentially one thing that comes out pretty well and works for us here is the volunteer match system that we've created internally, where Reliance Foundation, as part of their yearly program, lists out all the projects they're going to be working on. And all employees, based on their interests, go and select the kind of projects they want to be really attached to, where we're not pushing anybody to actually, you need to spend time here or there. They know where they can contribute and they start contributing. I'll get into a little more details as we go ahead. The second thing that we do very well as part of CSR and how do we drive that culture within the organization is mentorship and community engagement programs that we've started, where employees start mentoring schools. We have a Reliance Foundation school, of course, but each one of us as an organization, because we are spread across the country in geo points, geo centers, retail offices, we ensure they start working with the community around their physical location. And when we say that, we ask them to go once a month to a school close by and talk to the kids. And it shouldn't be a school that's doing very well. It has to be a school where people from the lower strata of their society come and study. Talk to them, tell them how they can make a career, what are the new things that are happening. Talk to them about technology and things that are happening in the industry. And these employees then become mentors. The first time, what we have observed, first 2 times might be a push. Third time onwards, when you're sitting with these kids and the satisfaction with which you walk back and you go back home and you feel you added some value, is when these people, employees, start doing this by themselves. Then we don't need to push or even ask them. They just go do what they need to do, record it on the volunteer management system that I went here and this is what I did. And that is how we keep a track of the impact we are trying to make in the society. When people do this, they should be recognized. So there has to be a recognition and reward system in place, which you've brought in. We call it the Annual Service Champion Awards, where we recognize employees who demonstrate outstanding commitment to community service. Employee spotlights, internal communication. So it's not just about reward, it's about recognition. So we send out, a Reliance Foundation in their newsletters of communication, identifies and recognizes employees who've done great work, who've really made an impact or something very different. Based on how many hours a person has spent volunteering and all of that. So that's how we've designed our recognition system around rewards, around the CSR activities that we do. This is something unique. We've integrated CSR into professional development also, where we actually, senior leadership and mid-senior leadership, we train them in service-oriented leadership. Servant leadership is a concept all of us talk about, and no better teacher of servant leadership when you actually integrate it with the CSR activities that we do. So we work with Reliance Foundation. There are some patented modules, which I can't share right now, that we've developed internally, where these leaders go and work on those projects, and they're supposed to carry back learnings that they come back and apply to teams of what they've understood from community and society while spending time and doing that. Another thing that works really well here for us, especially for project and product managers that we do, we make it a mandate initially for them to spend some time with Reliance Foundation working on their projects, using their expertise to design projects, manage projects for Reliance Foundation, as well as design and inculcate product, technology into Reliance Foundation and come back and tell us what kind of impact.
Thank you, Srikanth.
Yes.
Yes, Srikanth,
And
we
of
just
course,
wanted to
engage
update time
families
is
and
over. Yes.
community in service. I'll stop with this. So essentially, I wanted to do this so that I'm able to bring out what we do, how we've tried to inculcate these practices within our people. I'll stop sharing now. Thank you everyone for your time.
Srikanth, whatever you shared was very inspiring. We made notes and people from different walks of life are here. So these inputs are indeed very useful. Thank you very much. We miss you a lot.
On
you
behalf
very
of
much.
United Council for Ancient Wisdom and United Global Peace Foundation, I thank Mr. Srikanth Vadapalli for sharing his views. Thank you so much.